And now, where indie music comes alive. Broadcasting live worldwide, plus on demand 24/7, and hosted by Hall of Fame personality Dave Pratt. 10, 9, 8, 7. The World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. Breaking the sound barrier with your Top 10 weekly from worldmusicstage.com. And now, house lights down, music up. Now entering the World Music Stage. Your host for the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, Dave Pratt.
Yes, welcome to the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. We are officially in our second month of the countdown. Oh, yeah. As you know by now, we're all about indie music. We're all about the up-and-coming artists that make the music, and we are all about the fans, that's you, that support indie artists and indie music. So thank you. From the internet to social media, we are bringing exciting musical talent from all around the world. I think we've proven that in our first month and a half of the Top 10 Countdown. Geez, how many countries have been represented? And we bring it all straight to your playlist with a download that directly supports the artist. Again, go to worldmusicstage.com, and we want you to download your favorite songs because that's how you support the artist and get them on the Top 10 Countdown. So as you listen to the Top 10 Countdown today, make sure that you download your favorite songs. You'll be supporting the artist. You'll be supporting indie music. Now, we count down the top 10 every Saturday, and then, of course, the show will be on demand worldwide all week at a time that's convenient for you. Now, to select the top songs weekly, how do we do it? Well, the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown selects the songs from stats from worldmusicstage.com for the number of plays, activity for an artist. Fan support is huge. That's why I'm asking you to download your favorite songs. That's what it's all about. Less than $1. Come on. Now, the more the artist and their fans are active on the World Music Stage, the more the artist gets known. And in turn, the top 10 songs weekly are presented worldwide right here on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. So, you ready? Let's get started.
World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. Song number 10.
The Colin Baker Band. They come to us 6 feet deep in Dixie. From somewhere in the murky depths of the black water that flows through the deep south where snakes and gators are the dominant signs of life, Colin Baker comes to us with the new revolution of outlaw music, spawned from the bayous they know as home. Colin Baker's music reflects who they are and where they come from, with sounds sweeter than a slice of Granny's homemade pie. How about that? But they also have the hard-driven power of a gator attack. These modern-day outlaws hold true to their heritage and to their Southern pride. They prove that Southern rock will never die. Hail Dixie! At number 10 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, kicking us off this week from the Bayou, the Colin Baker Band, and 6 Feet Deep in Dixie.
I was baptized in whiskey, praise the Lord with a beer in my hand. Right of who my daddy was, generally was my best man. Take me home to Texas, that's where I wanna be. 6 feet deep in Dixie, where rebel souls run free. Spent most of my life in trenches, Southern man never catches a break. With a good Dixie woman by my side, I'll think about changing my ways. Step on across Miller County line, if trouble is what you see. The rebel blood runs through our veins, revenge rushes to the sleep. Take me home to Texas.
Dixie. That's good stuff, Ed. Little Southern Fried Honk. The Colin Baker Band and 6 Feet Deep in Dixie. And that brings us to number 9.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 9.
We're going to switch gears on you a little bit now. We go from Southern Fried to vintage vibe folk music from a wild heart, Cynthia Brando. Oh, is this lady talented? Cynthia is the author of Perils of Being a Songwriter, and you know what? It's exactly what it says. It's a blog about her experiences navigating through the journey of the music industry. Her writing has been published, and she is also the creator of a new music magazine, Music Emerging, that is soon releasing its 3rd issue. Music Emerging also hosts a monthly songwriter showcase, and guess who hosts it? Yep, Cynthia. Cynthia's been a featured artist on Women of Substance Radio and has made it to the top 20. And here she is with us. At number 9 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown from the City of Angels, Los Angeles, Cynthia Brando with When I Am Still.
In the forest, deserts, meadows, ocean streams, to feel the way the earth would move beneath my feet, to feel my heart beat against the sky, sometimes blue, sometimes gray. Get out of my mind, I would run away, to not feel so confined, I leave my life behind, see the world from a different point of view, sleep under the darkness with the stars and moon. But when I return back to my empty room, I would cry lonely tears. A beauty deep inside, to be a flower blooming in the sun, to see a way of what I could become, before the fear consumed any peace I found. But now a light slowly burns and shines bright when I am still.
You know what I love about folk music is the talent, just the raw talent. It is what it is. And there's no covering it. There's no makeup. It's just raw talent. Cynthia Brando. Wow, good stuff there. All right, moving on. Number 8.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 8.
Remember what I said when we opened up today? Countries. Yeah, I'm telling you. In the last month and a half of this countdown, I've been around the world, baby. We are global. That's World Music Stage. Here we go. Hailing from the UK, the United Kingdom, Young Braves. Previously known as Arcade Parade, they changed their name and reformed and rebranded as Young Braves about 3 years ago. Young Braves, they bring easy pop listening from the gut, though. So, yeah, it's easy pop listening, and you'll hear it's melodic, and it's nice, but it's from the gut. It has some grit to it. From Shropshire, England. No, I don't know where that is. Or there's an R in there. Shropshire, England. The quartet consists of brothers Ollie Scott, who's on lead vocals and guitar, Elliot Scott, his brother, on bass and backing vocals, Jacob Ferguson, lead guitar and synth, and Dan Byrne pounding the drums. And number 8 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. Here we go. The pride of Shropshire. See, I got it right that time. The Young Braves with Youth.
In disbelief, you're still here, flying with me, inhaling forgotten speak, and waking next to me. She don't care that the truth inspired them all. Played the game, made a name, then tossed them out. Hold the phones, skin it up, it's going down. Throw yourself on me. I'll
strong alternative sound, isn't it? With some great vocals on it, and brings us number 7.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 7.
All right. From the Big Apple, Derek Nicoletto. Charting on hundreds of FM and college stations, Sirius Radio. Derek Nicoletto's songs have reached millions of people. Check this out. Are you ready? His songs have been used in over 25 television programs and commercials. Probably a few of these stations you've heard of before. One is called MTV. That one sounds familiar. VH1, NBC, CBS, NBC Dateline, Fuse TV, E, A&E, Sports New York, Spike TV, Logo, Lifetime. Whew. Wow, what a list. Oh, we haven't even gotten to his commercials yet. How about this? Kmart, Levi's, Radio Shack, Hyundai, State Farm, the PGA Tour. He's doing okay. Nice job, Derek. 3 years ago, Derek released a 6-song compilation called Just Panic and Get It Over With. I love that title. It showcases his full-bodied, flexible rock voice, and accompanied the tour for Just Panic and Get It Over With. He curated a number of art exhibitions around the world. Listen to this. Over 20 hand-picked visual artists created pieces inspired by a song of their choice from Just Panic and Get It Over With. They all created art pieces from their choice off his album. Derek's become a well-known voice in the independent music scene and the art scene, and a voting member of the Grammy Awards. And he joins us at number 7 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. Derek Nicoletto, Blink of an Eye.
We were hot, like swirling fires of flame, looking down at the tip of Glasgow from our plane. Shades of night, interrupted by the amber lights. Villages of lovers like you and I. Never trade today for another day in another year before. Never trade today for another day in some other year. 'Cause in the blink of an eye, I landed in love with you. And your warm, sweet caramel kisses covering me are new in the blink of an eye. I landed in love with you. And your warm, sweet caramel kisses covering me. We went cold, said something wrong, I don't know. But I wish I could take it back, 'cause where do we go? When the plane descended from the beautiful sky, wheels touched Paris, and you walked out my life in the blink of an eye. I gotta get over you, and your warm, sweet caramel kisses in the blink of an eye. Those warm, sweet caramel kisses on you. Those warm, sweet caramel kisses on
And now we know why Derek has had all that success, huh? Wow. A lot of television stuff and commercials. Good for Derek. And it brings us to number 6.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 6.
Well, you know, it seems like every week we have to head up north, don't we? Huh? The Frozen North. Dave Froelich. Frozen North Music. You know what they do? They publish country songs. It's that simple. Frozen North Music. Established in 2001 by songwriters Dave Froelich and Bill Osmond, Frozen North Music is located in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. Oshawa. Songs have been recorded in Nashville studios with big names, pro musicians, noted singers like Buddy Jewell. Remember him from Nashville Star? Chris Young, who's on RCA. These are big names, and more. Over the last few years, a number of Canadian recording artists, such as Colin Amy, Marvin James, Whiskey Rain, they used to be called Whiskey River, Anna Quesnel, Dan Siemens, Don Constant, Vanessa Lavoie. I mean, all these have been involved with, you know, these music publishers, Frozen North. Quite a career going. Country is strong in Canada, and now they're working in Nashville, and Frozen North continues to grow. At number 6 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, Frozen North, Dave Froelich. Something Else on My Mind.
Have you ever been to Paris in the springtime and tasted the fragrance of the romantic sweet red wine? Ever walked down by the river just to kiss all day in the sunshine? Or do I have someone else on my mind? Have you seen the autumn leaves across the Mason-Dixon line? Seen the snow fall amid the Colorado pines? Have you ever spent an evening with the full moon still in this heart of mine? Or do I have someone else on my mind? Have you ever free fallen in love on a whim? Took a leap of faith, forgot to spread your wings. Have you ever felt the thrill of a rendezvous? Have you ever asked a stranger to dance? Baby, have you taken a chance on a magical night turning into a dream come true? Or do I have someone else on my mind? Or was that you? Have you ever strolled through the pride of the Mississippi? Sampled the shine in the Lynchburg whiskey. Lived a little rowdy, loved a little risky, heart soaring through the sky. Oh, was that you there with me? Oh, tell me, have you ever free fallen in love on a whim? Took a leap of faith, forgot to spread your wings. Have you ever felt the thrill of a rendezvous? Have you ever asked a stranger to dance? Baby, have you taken a chance on a magical night turning into a dream come true? Or do I have someone else on my mind? Or was that you? Am I seeing things? Am I feeling things that I haven't felt for a while. When is the last time I saw that smile? Have you ever free fallen in love on a whim? Took a leap of faith, but God to spread your wings. Have you ever felt the thrill of a rendezvous? Have you ever asked a stranger to dance? Baby, have you taken a chance on a magical night, turning into a dream come true? Oh, do I have someone else on my mind? Baby, do I have someone else on my mind? Or was it you? Or was it you? I believe it was you.
Frozen North, Dave Froelich, Something Else on My Mind, and you can tell why they're a successful publishing company, right? And guess what? We are already in the top 5.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown.
Oh, you're going to like this lady.
5.
You're going to like this lady. I'm telling you, Robin De Lorenzo is a powerful, bluesy, country, soulful rocker who sings from her soul, right from the gut. She writes from her heart, puts it all out there for every song and performance. She says, I sing and write from what I know, my struggles, passions, heartbreaks, my life. And I'm telling you, she has a special way with storytelling and holding an audience. In fact, she has been compared with Janis Joplin and Bonnie Raitt. We'll ask her about that because she is on the World Music Stage Top 10 Countdown line. Robin De Lorenzo. Hi, Robin.
Hey, Dave. How are you?
Well, I'm doing great. And is it Hopatcong, New Jersey? How do you pronounce it?
We pronounce it Hopatcong.
Hopatcong. All I know is that you mentioned to my producer that some squirrels ate through your phone line.
And they did, and I had some work done, and obviously it wasn't fixed well because I couldn't hear.
Well, you know, Robin, all of us have had squirrels eat through our phone lines. Hey, congrats on your success. Tell us more about you and your career.
Oh, my goodness. I've been really blessed. I have had the pleasure and honor of sharing the stage with some pretty big rock stars like Manny Charlton, formerly of Nazareth, who made the song Love Hurts wildly famous. I actually had the pleasure of recording a CD with him, and I wrote a song with him at the Playboy Mansion in Los Angeles with Steven Tyler. And I've just been really blessed over the last couple of years and working on my own music here in New Jersey. And I've had the honor of working with some of the best musicians here on the East Coast as well. So I'm just really enjoying it. I love it.
You know, it's interesting that you mentioned Nazareth and Steven Tyler and having a true appreciation for that type of music, because with those powerful but raspy voices that really come from the gut, that's the way I introduced you. That you really sing from the heart, don't you?
I do. I am not the type of singer that can just kind of mail in a tune. I have to be able to relate to it and feel it. Otherwise, there's just no connection for me.
You know, I know that some artists don't like to be compared to other artists, but in this case, it's really a compliment. How do you feel about the comparisons to Janis Joplin and Bonnie Raitt?
It kind of leaves me speechless because it puts me in this company that I just can't imagine being next to be quite honest with you. And so it doesn't add pressure to me. It actually makes me feel great that people will look to compare everybody to someone, because that's just how music is. So if they're going to compare me to anyone, thank God it's Janis Joplin and Bonnie Raitt. Your
song Soulfire off Wanna Fly, it's on the countdown this week. Tell us about it.
Ah, fantastic. One of my favorite songs. Recorded this with Elisa Ratner up in Salem, New York, all the way up there. And I wrote this song. God, I haven't sang it in so long. It's just about your soul and being on fire with love and just really putting it out there.
Being such a talented songwriter, do you ever envision yourself writing a song about squirrels chewing through your phone line before a radio interview?
Oh, that's pretty funny. I guess as a songwriter, I should be able to write just about anything, right? So I'll have to sit down at the piano, and the next time we get together, I'll play you something.
I want co-writing credit on that, okay?
You got it. You got it.
At number 5 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, off Wanna Fly, here's Robin with Soul Fire.
I got a fire in my soul, burning deep down, no control. I never knew, now I do, all because of you. I got a fire deep in my soul. It's burning my heart, it's burning my heart. Oh, it's burning my heart, oh, it's burning my heart. But if I knew what I do, anything new, I got a burning in my heart. Didn't know where to go, now you're here, something's clear. I don't know if I could ever say to you what I wanted to. Don't go away, don't go away. When you told me goodbye, when you told me goodbye, every ounce of me died, every ounce of me died. I never knew what I would do when you said we're through. When you told me goodbye, it's so hard for me to breathe, the ache so deep it's you I need. It's so wrong, you're gone, how can I go on? Oh, it's so hard for me to breathe. Didn't know where to go, now you're here, something's clear. I don't know if I could ever say to you what I wanted to. Don't go away, don't go away. What happened to you? Was it real? It happened to me, not a dream I can feel. You left me alone in a place we call home. Yeah. Kick it. Oh yeah, yeah. You left me alone in the place we call home. Yeah, I said, "Soul fire, baby, please don't leave me alone. Don't you leave me." Soul fire, darling, I want you to come back home. Soul fire, baby, I don't want you to say goodbye. Say goodbye. Soul fire, darling, when you leave, I feel like I could die. Soul fire, soul fire, soul fire, baby, soul fire, baby. Don't leave me. Soul fire.
Boy, she does sing from the heart, doesn't she? Robin DeLorenzo, and she was awesome to speak with as well. Thanks for the interview with Soul Fire, and that brings us to number 4.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 4.
So when I first saw this on the countdown, I was trying to figure out how to pronounce it. So So work with me here. It's X-O-V-A. 4 letters, X-O-V-A. And then we figured it out. So the X is cross. So think of the X as a cross and then O-V-A, crossover. It's not crossover, it's crossover. Okay, got that figured out. Pop rock, reggae bass with the breadth of the modern world, ska, dubstep, blues, Motown, folk. It's all in there. Mix it all around in the crock pot and you got it. Also has protest and pain in there, but also hope. They've been blowing up around the UK, with their latest release being 9 Lives, already receiving some radio airplay on BBC and many more around the UK, USA, and Europe. At number 4 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, say it with me now, Crossover. I just don't have the accent going for me, huh? It's off Synchronize Your Leaders with Little Lion.
Please, little lion, I'm wasting away just like you. Feast, little lion, don't wait for it, take what you due. Rest, little lion, and make sure you get all that sleep. Look, little lion, 'cause everything shows that you see. But I'm not just gonna let you walk out into the world if I'm not sure about. If you can stand up on your feet and you believe that the confidence comes from your soul, and the love that you give it always shows. This little lion, she's ready, ready to go. This little lion, she's taking her steps to the world. Brave little lion, she's showing that she's a big girl. Now little lion has got to where she wants to be. Her little lion is born with so much purity. But I'm not just gonna let you walk out into the world if I'm not sure about. If you can stand up on your feet and you believe that the confidence comes from your soul, and the love that you give it always shows. This little lion, she's ready, ready to go. But I'm not just gonna let you walk out into the world if I'm not sure about. If you can stand up on your feet and you believe that the confidence comes from your soul, and the love that you give it always shows. This little lion, she's ready, ready to go.
Beautiful song, huh? Crossover off Synchronize Your Leaders with Little Lion. And that brings us to the top 3.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 3.
Stevie D. He's an up-and-coming rapper, songwriter from Maine. Oh, being in Arizona at 115 right now, Maine sounds really good. Well, that's where he's from, but he's in Los Angeles now. He's an elite MC, big time. Very positive and energetic rapper, kind of brings that vibe to every stage show. His natural positive attitude and hard work has landed him on a ton of different LA stages, but most notably at the famous Troubadour. And aside from the live shows, he's been able to release his first studio album recorded in L.A. titled Thankful for the Glass. He is on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown line. Stevie D, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. You're over in L.A., huh?
I am. It's gorgeous here. I love it.
So when you're on stage at the famous Troubadour, what goes through your mind? Because every big-name act has been there.
Tell me about it. You know what? Honestly, I was thinking just don't mess it up. It was, it was actually the best show I had still to this day been a part of, as far as the production sound, obviously the feel of the venue, and just the people in there were great. And the whole show went really well. So that was a big one for me.
So Stevie D, I don't know the music scene in Maine, but I'm assuming that you felt the need to move to a city that has a better feel for what you do. Talk to me about the transition.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's not to say that there aren't hip-hop artists and talented hip-hop artists in Maine, because there is a scene there. But it's just more about the exposure. I knew, taking myself seriously as an artist, that I had to make that transition to get myself to a bigger platform. There's no doubt that being out here, the shows that I have the ability to do, and the time that I get to put in with people in the studios out here is great exposure for me and connection. Because it is the entertainment capital of the United States, if not the world. So definitely a great place to be for any type of entertainment that you're getting into. It's not for everybody, I'll say that, but I really love it, and I think I've found kind of a second home here.
Being a rapper who's so positive, I find that really refreshing, and I'm sure that a lot of your fans do as well. Where does that come from, Stevie? Have you always been that way?
To be honest, I have. I've always been a very naturally positive person, but I've always wanted to find kind of the perfect avenue to get that out. I do believe in, the best things for the people and for the world. Even given recent events, unfortunately, I still have a very positive outlook on where we can go as a species, and where, hip-hop can go right now. So, yeah, it's definitely come from a very naturally positive place. My support system is truly incredible. Very thankful for that. I think that also has a big, a big part of it. So.
Yeah, and bouncing off that positive vibe, the name of your album, Thankful for the Glass, it kind of dances nicely with that. Talk about that.
Yeah, it does, and that's kind of the theme for the album. And really this project is super special to me because it's, like I said, or like you had mentioned, it's the first studio album I've been able to record out here. So it's kind of what I have to show at this point for all the years that I've dedicated to the craft. And so a very common question I hear is, are you a glass half empty or half full type of person? But I'm just thankful to have the glass, so that's kind of where my head's at.
Your song Gone is in the top 3 of the countdown this week. Talk specifically about that song.
That's a great track. I love that one, and that one is a little bit different from the other ones on the album. As far as production goes, a lot of the production from that album was specific to Grant Carey from Summer Underground, but there was another actually from Maine producer and person who sings on that track. The producer's name is Hitman. He's great. I worked with him a bunch, recorded some stuff before I had moved to California, and so we had a good working relationship. And he actually had that track, and he had played it for me and showed me, Frank A., who's featured on the track as well. His vocals on that I loved, and I was just like, I think I can, do something really good with this. Can I have it? Type of thing, and, let me see what I can do with it. And then, obviously the way that it came out, I had no choice but to put it on the album. So I really do love that track.
Well, it's definitely working. At number 3 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, Stevie D off Thankful for the Glass and Gone.
this old saying, I'm sure you've heard it. They always say it, you know? You don't know just what you've got till it's gone. Is that right? You think you're right, I think you're wrong. All I know is that you're gone. You don't know just what you've got till it's gone. Is that right? You think you're right, I think you're wrong. All I know is that you're gone. Till it's gone, you know how the saying goes. Could I stay and make you pose with my Super Saiyan flow? Just try and say nice to meet you, but your attitude Vegeta. I'm looking for something sweeter, like no salt and margaritas, but I need you. The style match your smile, know you wild. Been working it for a while, it's love, a voodoo child. Spicy, not mild, though the distance is miles. Know you with it, feeling gifted, and you miss it right now. So get loud from your current location. It's perfect placement, even though it's different places. We still walk the same rotation. I'm just saying, no sense in games we playing. Best believe in, plan on leaving. I'ma need an explanation, even if I don't get it. You know I stick with it. Just rhyme and shine and vibe and see there is no quitting. So bizarre, chances are, though you gon' always sing along like you just can't stop. Watch me rise after the drop. Oh, you don't know just what you've got till it's gone. Is that right? You think you're right, I think you're wrong. All I know is that you're gone. You don't know just what you've got till it's gone. Is that right? You think you're right, I think you're wrong. All I know is that you're gone. You could be right, but you could be wrong. I could be mean, that won't that song. I should be mean like when I'm in a song. All along to the mall, blue collar strong. CP the bond doesn't mean detonation. I hope you stay and let my words be the haven for the perfect place that you lay. Saying dreams, told you to chase it. Seeing chances you taking. All the bad comes with the good, so that's what you be embracing. While we racing, baby, this is no speedway. These days got bars to drop draws like a heat wave. So leave it stay. Either way, I'll be okay. If life's a game, I'm here to play this every night, this every day. In it to win it, so come with me as I get it and stay right where you sit and see love is what I've given my all. So when you call, I'll admit it, I will pick up. Even if it's so finished that you try and kick up. Handle it like two candles, it's time, burn the wick up. I wanna call it a hiccup, it's a wall, you stacking bricks up, girl. You don't know just what you've got till it's gone. Is that right? You think you're right, I think you're wrong. All I know is that you're gone. You don't know just what you've got till it's gone. Is that right? You think you're right, I think you're wrong. All I know is that you're gone.
I gotta tell you, I love that. I'm not typically a huge rap fan. Look, I respect all kinds of music, but what talent. I could understand every word. It's melodic. Loved it. And enjoyed talking to Stevie D as well. That brings us to the top 2.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 2.
You know, I have to tell you, every week I think, this is the best countdown yet. That's a good thing, right? But then I think back to all the great music we've already had on the countdowns, and it just continues. Divine delivers an energetic, upbeat sound. You're going to hear why they're at number 2. I mean, foot tapping, hip shuffling, head banging, they're all allowed, and they're encouraged. For well over 25 years, this band's been honing in on heavy yet melodic guitars with Ryan Tripp, Jerry LePage on bass, Tim Divine banging the drums. Their mission? To use what they have been given to help those who are in need. At number 2 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, from Portland, Maine. Wow, Maine's represented, huh? Divine off their album Breakout and Make a Difference.
Watch what you do, good and bad, so choose words.
Divine off their album Breakout and Make a Difference. And yeah, that brings us to number 1.
World Music Stage Radio. Top 10 Countdown. Song number 1.
Peter Kelly is an artist whose music bridges the gaps between pop, rock, and traditional singers, songwriter styles. He's got it all. He's a vocalist, guitarist who proves that soulful, confessional, accessible songs still connect when the right artist breathes life into them. His range of influences, wow. I mean, they vary from, Beatles and Billy Joel. I mean, with his classic approach to songwriting, while being refreshed by the modern influence of Coldplay or Train or John Mayer or Adele or Pink or Mumford & Sons. His career began long before graduating from Berklee College of Music in Boston. He started performing live at the age of 12 and was sharing the stage, are you ready for this? With artists like the Coasters, the Spinners, and the Shirelles. Woo! He spent most of the last several years writing and recording new material and building a substantial following through social media, live performance, some awesome press. And while many artists seek to fill the shoes of great singer-songwriters, no. Peter Kelly wants to convince the world they need a new pair. And he's on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 line. Peter Kelly. How you doing, Peter?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me.
It's good to have you on. Where are you checking in from?
Right now, I'm currently on the Garden State Parkway, driving from New York to Atlantic City to play a show. So I'm pulled over on the side of the road.
I love it. It must be almost showtime back there, huh?
I go on in about 2 hours, so I'm about halfway there. So I should be there in about an hour or so.
Well, I appreciate you taking time for us. And Peter, I got to ask you, you're such a varied artist with so many influences, but I want to go back to your early days with the Motown influences of the Coasters, the Spinners, the Shirelles. Talk about that.
Well, when I was about 13, I was asked to join a band. There was I was living in Florida at the time, and there was a band called the Fabulous Showstoppers, which was an all children's band playing 50s and 60s music. And we used to be on the circuit opening up and playing for, with artists like the Coasters and the Shirelles and the DeVelles and the Danny and the Juniors and a lot of these older acts from the 50s and 60s. And we were in Florida, we used to travel around and open for all these acts. And quite an experience, and it impressed my parents because they knew all that music.
So you've worked really hard, obviously. I mean, building your following. I mentioned, social media, using what's available in 2016, which is a whole different world. Live performances like you're doing tonight, and a lot of positive press. Talk about your career and what's brought you to this point.
Oh, geez. It's the culmination of a lot of things, the culmination of a lot of practice, a lot of work, a lot of dedication, just people like you guys, supporting me and making use of the resources and reaching out to fans. There's so much involved. It's kind of just like a big whirlwind, and I'm trying to be the director of it all, but sometimes it just kind of takes me for the ride, and it's really not up to me.
Yeah, and now you're writing your own music, and I know that you love performing your own music. And this week you're on the Top 10 Countdown off "Don't Let Me Be Alone" with Tailwind. Talk specifically about that song.
Tailwind. I think a lot of artists like myself, we tend to. I kind of dwell in the negative, and I wanted to write something that was extremely positive. I woke up one day, and I just had one of those days where it's like, wow, everything's going to go right today. Everything's feeling great. It's the perfect temperature. It's the perfect this. I'm in the perfect mood. And I said, I'm just going to go with it. And that's Tailwind was the result. You got that emotion. You're in motion, and nothing could stop you.
Well, Peter's in motion now. He's got his Tailwind going to the show tonight in the Garden State, and at number 1 on the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown, Peter Kelly off "Don't Let Me Be Alone" and Tailwind.
I
thinking it's a great day for life to begin. I'm finally at a place where I've never been. I'm talking about a brand new version of me, stripped down to my soul, wrapped in titanium. Want the man of steel, 'cause he ain't got shit on me. Catch a blast of tailwind pushing me faster, forward with the force of a natural disaster. Sometimes you just wake up this way. It's a beautiful day. Blast of tailwind pushing me faster, forward with the force of a natural disaster. Sometimes you just wake up this way. It's a beautiful day. I feel kind of invincible today, strong enough to crush whatever gets in my way. My head is calm and cool, my vision is fast, off to conquer the world before this feeling has passed. Call the dream police, there's a jailbreak in my mind. Catch a blast of tailwind pushing me faster, forward with the force of a natural disaster. Sometimes you just wake up this way. It's a beautiful day. Blast of tailwind pushing me faster, forward with the force of a natural disaster. Sometimes you just wake up this way. It's a beautiful day. Tell me tomorrow not to forget about yesterday. Catch a blast of tailwind pushing me faster, forward with the force of a natural disaster. Sometimes you just wake up this way. It's a beautiful day. Blast of tailwind pushing me faster, forward with the force of a natural disaster. Sometimes you just wake up this way. It's a beautiful day. Blast of tailwind pushing me faster, forward with the force of a natural disaster. Sometimes you just wake up this way. It's a beautiful day.
How do you not feel great after listening to that song? It's such a great tune. Peter Kelly at number 1 on the Top 10 Countdown. And there they are. This week's Top 10 in the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. Heard every week right here on Star Worldwide Networks. Hey, I know that you love these songs. Download them. Support the artists. Support indie music. Support World Music Stage, who's just creating this enormous platform to support indie music. It's less than $1 to download your favorite songs. You like Divine, you like Peter Kelly, you like Robin De Lorenzo, you like Crossover, you like all the artists that we play today, go to worldmusicstage.com and download your favorite artists. Right? We don't need all the commercial radio stations. Obviously, they haven't supported the indie artists. That's what World Music Stage is for. It supports indie artists, so we need you to support the indie artists as well. Download your favorite songs on World Music Stage and support your favorite artists. This week, go to worldmusicstage.com to hear the greatest indie music in the world and to support your favorite indie artists. I'm Dave Pratt, and hey, if you don't deserve it, who does?
Thanks for listening to the World Music Stage Radio Top 10 Countdown. Breaking the sound barrier with your Top 10 Weekly from worldmusicstage.com. Join us where indie music comes alive at worldmusicstage.com. That's worldmusicstage.com.